paint the frame. I obviously still, I quite like the age thing, but good morning. I am just in the process of getting myself ready to head out the door. I'm heading into London today. I'm filming a bookish video for Ellen Reid's going to the largest bookshop in Europe. I've been to it a couple of times, to be fair. Well, I've been to it many times actually, but when I want to do like a really big book shopping trip, sometimes it's just fun to go big and just head to the place where you know there's going to be literally everything. So I'm doing that, and then I've also been very kindly invited by Neom to try out their new collection, their new range. So I'm going to pop in. I think they're hosting it in the big John Lewis on Oxford Street. So I think I'm going to pop in to that, and hopefully I can get some goodies that I can show you a little bit later. I think this is the first time this jacket is actually getting an outing. For those of you that saw the vlog, I tried this on to potentially wear to Chelsea Flower Show, and then I decided the cardigan was better. But oh, if I stand on my tippy toes, I think that works. It's a slightly different colour tone, like the blue is more of a bright white rather than cream, but I'll link all the bits that I'm wearing. Anyway, I'm shooting out the door because I need to, oh gosh, I really do need to go get the train. But plan for this video is just to spend a few days together. I think it's going to be a very like London and country vlog this week because I'm spending all of today in the city, and then Cameron finally, oh, didn't mean to lock you out. Sorry, bud. Are you gonna go up on the bed? Barley's still here. Surprise, surprise. My dad's gonna come over and look after him today. But Barley's still here. Cameron is finally back. I've missed him so much. It's pathetic. I know. He's only been gone a week, but I think we've become, yes! He's way too big of a dog to do this, but he really just loves to be carried like a baby. Yeah, but I really miss Cameron. I think we've been so codependent the last few months with like the wedding and everything, and we've just spent every second together for so many weeks that I've really struggled. Just my routine and my sleep schedule, and just feel so out of whack with him being gone. So he is back. Well, I'm telling myself he's back tomorrow, but he's not. He actually flies tomorrow, and it's a night flight, so he's not back till the day after tomorrow. But in my mind, it's so close. So London today, and then Cameron will be back, and I'm sure it's going to be dog walks, and I think I want to bake something this week. We're just going to have a lovely few days together. Right, I need to go get this train. Let's go see how London's looking.
So we've got our Great Day Magnesium Body Butter, which is scented with our wild mint and mandarin. This is what we're going to use for your hand massage today. We'll demonstrate the Pro Vitamin D3 Dry Body Oil, again in that same beautiful scent of Great Day, so that wild mint and mandarin. And we're going to finish with our calming pen as well. So.
morning, team. Lots of you that are up today. Good morning. This sun is delightful. Today is supposed to be the day that we get our summer back, kind of. And I think today is also the day that I cosplay being a gardener. I dip in and out, as we know, but I'm feeling it today. I'm feeling like the garden is in such a bad state. Cameron is home, so I think we're gonna pop out to the garden centre pretty soon, once it opens, and get some more supplies. I'm telling you, gardening as a hobby racks up some bills pretty quick. But look at this, look how sad my dead, I'm kind of calling them daisies, but I don't think they're daisies. I've been very neglectful whilst Cameron's been away, as you can see. The Nemesia's doing very well. I still don't know how you pronounce that, but I'm going with Nemesia, and I think it's so pretty, especially now that it's got like these little white bits. So pretty. And then my daisies are dead. They're very, very dead. These are the 3 dahlias that haven't been potted out yet, but we really need to do that today because they're obviously doing very well. Hey duckies. Mint is absolutely thriving, which is about time, because I know mint is supposed to be like a crazy weed that just overtakes everything, but it's been actually really struggling the last few months. 2 empty pots, so I really want to fill these today. I'm going to get some flowers for those. Dawn is in desperate need of a mow. And then these are the dahlias we have potted out, which are honestly absolutely thriving. I think this one down here is the littlest one. But other than that, this is great. So I was originally hoping to do some crocheting today, but I think I'm gonna abandon the crocheting in favor of some gardening, which feels very summery. Just quickly before we pop out, I wanted to show you the new Disney-inspired wild cases that have just launched. Talk about adding a touch of enchantment to your morning routine. We have a Disney princess-inspired case. We have a Disney Stitch-inspired case. And of course, we have a Disney Mickey inspired case. I have been using wild for so many years now, I'm not sure I even remember where I first saw it or where I first heard of it. The problems I used to have with my underarm skin honestly feel like a distant memory. I used to have the driest and like actually sore and kind of itchy underarm skin, and it honestly must have been from all the harsh chemicals or whatever the nasty things were that were in my previous deodorant. So if you struggle with anything like that, or you're looking for a deodorant that's just a bit kinder to your skin, I can honestly vouch with years worth of use for Wild deodorant honestly being so moisturizing. I think it's the shea butter that's in it, but the Wild deodorant formula has no harsh chemicals, no parabens. It's also Leaping Bunny certified, which means it's cruelty free and vegan. It's also been scientifically proven to give you 24-hour protection, which is of course like the important bit. And I think it has something like 72,000 5-star reviews. If you're looking for bathroom products that are also more sustainable and help you throw away less single-use plastics, then all the cases are refillable. It's super easy. You just wind it down, pop your insert on top, click the case back in, wind it up. All the scents smell so nice. They have new scents coming out all the time. So if you've been thinking you might want to give Wild a try, then honestly, these iconic, very whimsical Disney-inspired cases could be the perfect time to do so. I of course have a discount code for you guys. If you use code LNM2026, that will get you 20% off of all Wild products. As always, thank you so much to Wild for partnering with me on this part of the video. I feel pretty confident in saying deodorant has never been so wholesome. good. I'm feeling like summer. We've just got ourselves, wait, can I probably? Yes, it's definitely feeling like summer, isn't it? All of a sudden it's hot. I was like, oh, it's quite chilly this morning, and all of a sudden,
I brought it back with me.
You brought it back with you. Cameron brought it back. We asked him very nicely to please bring back the sunshine, and he did.
You're welcome.
I know, and you're in a jumper now, but you're regretting that.
I want to take it off.
Yeah, I took mine off. So now I'm gonna go home with all of our goodies. I'm feeling very good. My problem that keeps happening at the moment is I keep coming to the garden centre and I keep buying these flowers and then they die. The only one that I've kept alive successfully has been like the nemesia. And is there anything else I've successfully kept alive? The salvia. The salvia and the nemesia have done well. Everything else is dead. But I've just bought a bunch more to go in little pots. And this time I'm gonna put all of the little pots in a sunny spot. I'm gonna Google it properly, and I'm very excited. And to contribute to, or like a requirement of me having my little girly pop garden of pretty flowers in pots, I feel like I need a cute watering can. And Cameron actually also agrees we need a watering can. So we're gonna go to one of the antique shops near us and see if we can find a nice antique watering can. I think an Aperol Spritz, a little potting of some plants.
Perfect.
Maybe a barbecue.
Yeah, we could light the fire easily, and we could enjoy the garden once we've tended to it.
Yes, once we've tended to it, we can enjoy it. Perfect. Well, a trip to the garden centre followed by a trip to the cheesemonger, the butcher's, and a bit of antiquing. Basically the nicest Saturday ever. So, little quick haul because Cameron is very hungry. We got this sea salt and rosemary sourdough loaf, which just looks absolutely incredible. We got some crisps. We're always on the hunt for a salt and vinegar. We can't find any salt and vinegar crisps. I think I probably talked about this before, that we genuinely like. They're always South African lion ones, what are they called? Simba are the best. But I always find that everywhere, I feel like
Which does feel odd.
the classic Lay's, obviously, like the classic salt and vinegar, like they're good. But then all like the nice crisps, whenever they do salt and vinegar, it always just feels like they're trying too hard. It's always like balsamic and cider, and I don't know, it just never tastes good to me. So I thought we'd try these because I've never seen these before.
You don't become a South African if you think that walkers are called Lays.
Oh my god. Yeah. Walkers. What are you doing to me? It's okay. I influence you too, right?
You do?
Yeah, obviously not Lays. Walkers. Oh my gosh. Ugh, the South African is infiltrating me. If I start getting an accent, then we know we're in trouble. But we thought we could try these. These are super bon. These are really fun. Spanish, they must be.
The Spanish do a thing or two about Christmas, I can tell you that much.
Do they?
Yeah. You know those ones you normally get?
Oh yeah, the Torre.
Those are Spanish.
I'm gonna give it a go. Quite good.
It does.
Better than
There's no more somber.
better than like the M&S ones or any.
There's actual salt.
Maybe try your local deli. Maybe they'll be there. We also got some aioli flavoured. We quite like these French ones because again, I love a Ridgy crisp. I have these Ridgy ones. And then, oh yeah, we got some like salamis and kid meats and stuff, but the best bit, the cheese. So we got this, it's a gorgonzola basically, but they scooped the gorgonzola with like an ice cream scoop. It looked so decadent and so naughty. Oh my gosh, look at that. Creamy, cheesy deliciousness. And then this new type of cheese called Cornish kern. I say new to us. They described it as like a little bit like a Gruyere / like a Comte thing. And It is insane. They let us try a little bit before we purchased. It's from Cornwall, obviously, Cornish kern. And it's a hard, not me just showing you a block of cheese, but
delicious.
Oh my gosh, it
was so good.
It smells insane. It's
I'm
so
very
like
excited for it, actually.
nutty and anyway, so we're gonna have some lunch. We're gonna have some cheese, some crisps, hack into this rosemary, and look at the sea salt crusted on the front of there. We're gonna have some lunch and then we're gonna get gardening. I think this might be one of my favorite meals out there. Just like lunchtime picky bits that feels like summer. I've got cheese, tomato. I need to put some salt on top of that actually. Salt, pepper, bit of olive oil, rosa verde salad, lemon juice, some olives. These ones are the pimento stuffed with jalapeno and garlic. A bit of that Cornish kern cheese, salt and vinegar crisps, toast, cured meats. I mean, like just yum. I swear to God, sometimes living with a man, it's a special brand of something. Did my gardening, then I decided to do some work. So I've been like editing and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do this last bit, then I'm gonna stop, I'm gonna make myself an Aperol, I'm gonna have some salt and vinegar crisps, and it's just gonna be a delightful way to just like sign off from work for the week. Go into the kitchen, he's eaten the entire bag of those crisps. How long have, like, we had them probably what, 3 hours, 4 hours? I don't actually know how long it's been, but the whole bag. I was like, Cameron, what? You just finished? He was like, what, are they all gone? I was like, yes, you've eaten the whole thing, you little piglet. So I will only be enjoying my Aperol Spritz, which I will say is delicious. There's just something about food in this house that if I don't get to it, I have to get to it quickly and I have to consume it fast. And there's so many times when I'm like, did you eat everything? And he'll be like, no, I didn't. I'm like, are you lying to me? And he'll be like, no, I didn't. Oh, all the good stuff goes so fast and I never get a look in. Anyway, I want to tell you about this drink. This is delicious. So this is my kind of English meets Italy. I know an Aperol Spritz is Italian, so this is my Italian Aperol Spritz with like a slightly English twist, because in here I have added some British strawberries, which as we know are the most delicious strawberries in the entire world, specifically at this time of year. I've got a couple of sprigs of mint from the garden, homegrown, and instead of soda water I have used grapefruit soda, the Fever Tree grapefruit soda. So nice. The grapefruit goes so nicely with the Aperol because it's like the similar kind of bitterness, so it stays at quite a refreshing drink that doesn't go-to on the sweet end. However, if you are somebody that like prefers a slightly sweeter drink and you don't love Aperol because you find it like a little bit bitter, try swapping soda water for like elderflower press. Like that elderflower Beaver, thank you so much for telling me again, the Beaver Farm elderflower that I always get. If you use that in here instead of soda water, it adds like a sweet florally thing to it, which balances out the bitterness of the Aperol if you prefer like a slightly sweeter drink. Delicious. I wanted to show you a couple of the bits that I got whilst I was in London this week, and just a couple of other things that I have accumulated along the way because I'm really happy with them. First things first, I got from the antique shop today this flower print, which I really love. I might paint the frame. I quite like the aged thing, but I think it is like a little bit on the beaten up side. So I might give it a little lick of paint, just like maybe one coat or something. But I thought this was perfect for the pink room, so picked that up. I also, earlier this week, popped into Anthropologie, and this is my revenge for the crisps, because I bought another mug. I got this mug from Anthropologie, which I think is so pretty for my kind of spring, summer hot drinks. It's obviously little flowers and cherries. I think the fact that it's got these kind of raised sections and it feels very hand painted, but maybe it's not. The big bag, I got a couple of pillows from the Cotswold Company, and I just think they look so sweet. I've got these for the big green chair in the living room downstairs because I feel like that chair is quite dark, and for like the spring summer months, obviously green and pink go so nicely together. I thought I could get something that would kind of balance it out. So I got this, and I think it's so sweet. And then the back is like a pink stripe, and I love the fact that you can kind of see the pink. It's like a piping almost along the bottom. It's got a proper, well, all the way around, it's got a proper edge to it. And then it came in like a pack, which this one is very, look how well they've vacuum packed that. I'm sure it will get puffier over the next few days now that it's out of its vacuum pack. But this is just a stripy square one that's got this ruffled edge that matches the stripe of this one. So I just thought these two together would look so nice on the chair. I'll style them up a little bit later, probably in next week's video, and I'll hang this and all that good stuff. But that's those things. And then what else? Oh, I did a little bit of a Look Fantastic order to get some top-ups of just like some of my favourite staples. So I thought I'd show you. There's literally only 3 things. It's a very small order. But I got some more slip hairbands. These are the best hairbands. I love them. They are quite expensive for hairbands, but it's like one of those things that once you try it, you just don't go back. I just repurchase, I don't know, every couple of years. I mean, hairbands last a long time. It's one of those things that I'll always, whenever my mum asks if there's anything that we would like in our stockings, I always say like, oh, I'd love some more slip hairbands. They're silk, so they're good for your hair and they don't pull. I find the elastic is like the exact right amount of elastic. You know, sometimes hairbands are just really like too elasticy, or they're really pathetic. For me, for my hair, I just find these are perfect. And I get the ones that kind of match my hair colour, but they've got like all different shades of hair colour, so they can blend into your hair if you want, and they've also got fun. Like I've got pink ones and other stuff as well, but I got a top up of my hairbands, which is great. And then I got a new SPF. I'm trying, well actually I've already been trying it and I love it. The La Roche-Posay 50 Plus Invisible Fluid one. Cameron, actually I've been using this one because Cameron had it and I've been loving it so much that I decided I wanted my own bottle. I just think it goes on really nicely under makeup. I love how like lightweight it feels. It doesn't feel sticky, it doesn't feel, I'm loving it. I'm loving it more than the Kiehl's one that I had been using before. That one was actually quite thick. Really liking this one, so I'll link it. I'll link as much of this stuff as I possibly can, and then because I ran out, I wanted a top up of my Heat Protect spray. This is my favourite heat protectant that I use for my hair. This is the Pureology Colour Fanatic. They actually sent this to me as a gift originally, and then I've just been repeat purchasing it so many times since they sent it because I love it, and my hairdresser also said that's a great one. I've got my little neon goodie bag of the gifts that they gave me. These things smell insane. The first thing is a reed diffuser in the scent Great Day, which is wild mint and mandarin. This smells insane. This is the actual, like, kind of, what do you call it, liquid oil. And then I thought the bottle was really sweet. Again, perfect for the pink room, but maybe I'll put this downstairs. I need to stop putting everything pink in the pink room, but this is the little bottle that the liquid goes in. This candle, this is actually my favourite scent. They've got 2 new scents, which is Great Day and Squeeze the Day, and I think they are exclusive to John Lewis. I think that's why it was held at the John Lewis, or I think at least one of these, maybe just Squeeze the Day. It smells like being in a spa. This one is grapefruit, mandarin and eucalyptus. I think it's so nice. I think it's so nice. And how pretty is this candle? And then the final thing is some of their essential oils. Again, I got the Great Day scent, and you put these in their, what are they called? We've got one, it like shoots mist and you can put it in there. But the guy was actually telling me, which I thought was such a good hack, that he puts like a couple of drops of their essential oils, because he says they're essential oils. I know he works there, so, but I trusted him. He said that they're really high quality essential oils that Neom use. And he says put a couple of drops into like the pad of your Hoover, and so when you Hoover your house, it will just make your whole house smell of that scent in like a really subtle way. And I thought that was such a great idea. What was the other one he told me? Oh, when you have a bath, put a couple of drops of this like in the floor of your shower, and all the steam will like give you those essential oil like smells, kind of like you're in like a steam room or whatever at a spa. And I just thought those two ideas were so genius. I'm definitely gonna do that. And you can do that with any essential oils obviously, but that one smells great. And then got some goodies from Fortnum's. Honestly, being in Fortnum's felt like being in Disneyland. I had the exact same like feeling of Disney, of just, you know, the Disney feeling. It's like the joy and the nostalgia and the like rush of excitement for something really just like pure and whimsical. I don't know, I loved being in there. And at Christmas, like look out, it's like, oh my gosh, at Christmas. So I just treated myself to one thing, which are my very favorite biscuits in the entire world. And that is the pistachio and clotted cream biscuits. This tin is beautiful. And then I also, because I thought, I don't know when the next time I'm gonna be there is, probably Christmas, I had to get myself a little top up, which is, this is like the top up of biscuits that you can put into the tin. So it's just more of the same pistachio and clotted cream. They are so delicious, these biscuits. If you ever get the opportunity to pop into Fortnum Masons, give them a try. And then I'm not gonna go through all of this because it's insane. I actually had to put some of them into the other bag because I literally couldn't fit them all. But I did a truly outrageous amount of damage in Waterstones. So I'm doing like a massive haul and like tour of that big Waterstones over on my other channel. I don't know when that video will be up. Probably sometime over the next week. But I got so many books. And so look at this. And they're like all, look at how chunky these hardbacks are. Maybe I'll just show you one as a little bit of a spoiler for anyone that is gonna watch that video. But one of my reading goals for the year is to read 2 classics, because I haven't read a classic in a very long time. I kind of had an opportunity to read Wuthering Heights when obviously the film came out and everything, but it's really not my vibe. Wuthering Heights is obviously a very gothic, it's not horror, but it's leaning that way. I'm much more of like an Emma, a Pride and Prejudice, a Sense and Sensibility. I am more of a whimsical classicist as opposed to like the really gothic stuff. Love Jane Eyre, but again, Jane Eyre is much lighter than Wuthering Heights in my opinion, or maybe just like as a fact. So one of my goals is to read 2 classics. I've decided that if I read this year at some point, I can just make it one classic, because this absolute mammoth I decided to buy, and I've never read this before, Middlemarch by George Eliot. I thought that this cover was just absolutely stunning, and it's their 150th anniversary edition. I just had to get it. It's so beautiful. Should we take the dust jacket off and see what it looks like on the inside? Stunning. Look at that, just beautiful. Is this going to be over 1,000 pages? No, not quite. The end on page 889. That is so large. Anyway, I actually also know nothing about Middlemarch. It's one of those just like ultimate classics that I really don't know anything about. I think it's literally about the house, which maybe is called Middlemarch, I don't know, but I think it's literally about this house and just all the lives that come and go in this house. Dorothea is bright, beautiful and rebellious. Lydgate is the ambitious new doctor in town. Both of them long to make a positive difference in the world, but their stories do not proceed as expected, and both they and other inhabitants of Middlemarch must struggle to reconcile themselves to their fates and find their places in the world. Middlemarch contains all of life. The rich and the poor, the conventional and the radical, literature and science, politics and romance, but above all, it gives us a vision of what lies within the human heart. In instant commercial and critical success, Middlemarch continues to captivate readers 150 years later. George Eliot died in 1880. Isn't that crazy that a book is that old and it's still so popular? She died in 1880. For anyone that doesn't know, George Eliot is a woman. Well, her real name is Mary, but she obviously wrote under a male pen name because it was the 1800s. And anyway, I just think this is stunning. It also feels very Christmassy to me, this book. And then all of the other books, like I said, I'm gonna haul and go through them all in a video that'll be coming very soon. Right, I am going to tidy all this up now I've made a giant mess. I'm gonna go and finish this ridiculously delicious drink. And I reckon we'll probably get a takeaway tonight. We were gonna barbecue, but I think we've now spent so many hours in the garden that we actually kind of want to just like come inside, sit on the sofa and get a takeaway. So I think that's our plan. But thank you so much for hanging out with me over the last couple of days. I hope you are having and have had the loveliest weekend, the loveliest week, whatever you got up to. And I hope the sun is shining wherever you are. I hope you have such a lovely week next week, and I cannot wait to see you in the next one. Bye guys.